Okay, let's get real for a minute. Showing up on camera, sharing your face like I'm doing right now quite often isn't everyone's jam. And it can be a little bit scary when you're getting into the world of building content. So today we're going to explore something called faceless content. So how you can build content for your brand, still connect with your audience by using faceless content.
Welcome to the Talk Podcast with ideas strategist Linda Reed-Enever. Talk is where we chat about ideas and inspiration you can use to market your business. Get ready for practical tips you can implement today with your host, Linda Reed-Enever.
If we've not met before, my name is Linda Reed-Enever. I'm an ideas and impact strategist, and I teach you to create impact for your business by teaching you what I do. So let's dive into this. I get it. There are moments in time, even I don't feel like getting in camera, and faceless content becomes what I create within that place. So I want to encourage you today while we look at faceless content to remember that including your face will create a human-to-human connection down the track. So we don't want it to be everything that we create. But I know there are times that it needs to be done, and that's what we're going to delve into right now. First of all, let's bust a myth. Faceless content can create connection. It can show emotion. And just because it's faceless doesn't mean it's fearless. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have value. The value in the content that we create comes from the message. Now, if we are not ready to jump in camera and create video yet, then faceless content can be one way we can tap into the algorithms want for video without having to step in camera. And I've seen many of my ideas, impact and marketing students and my clients engage with faceless content first until they got their confidence in the world of video and other things out there. Now, I'm a big believer in putting your face in front of your brand, but I know there are moments that it just doesn't work. And hey, it doesn't work for me too. So, that's all good. So we want to make sure that the message is strong when we're creating faceless content. And so now I've busted that myth. Let's explore some faceless content ideas that actually work along the way. So voiceovers with B-roll. So use your voice, you've still got your voice in it, and you're creating B-roll, which is that stock image, the behind the scenes moment. It could be you drinking a cuppa and sharing a thought over it. The B-roll could be you typing away. It could be you reading a book and your head being in the background if you don't want to show your face. Or it could be stock images that engage. But if your voice is there over the B-roll, you're already one step ahead in creating that connection and a little bit more further about sharing your personal message and your personal brand out there. The next one is carousels posts that tell a story. So a carousel is a series of posts, and we can get them to tell a story for our audience. So like where they're almost scrolling through. Now the scroll through creates engagement, especially in the world of Instagram. TikTok is liking this sort of stuff with their images right now as well. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create carousels. Now we might mix in a few pictures because we don't want it to all be text, and we tell a story. And so it could be like even an unboxing, or it could be a top 5 or 6 tips, all trending in blogs ages ago. Now we can use that sort of stuff in carousel posts as well. So look at carousels and creating engagement. Once again, it can be stock imagery, doesn't have to be in hands. And those carousel tips that you're looking to create, you can almost put into a video series as well by stitching them together, especially if you're using Canva, to be able to create faceless content that way. Now the next one is a very simple one to do, especially if you've got tools like Descript, Canva within your toolbox. Being able to create text on screen with a little bit of audio content works really well. I have a tutorial that I'm about to share with my Ideas, Impact and Marketing Circle students on how you can actually use Bulk Create to create a series of video tips by creating a template and putting in some little tip titles and text along the way. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with them. But it is really that simple. Start thinking about your tips, start thinking about the top quotes, thinking about things that people quote you for, and just put them over text, over the background of stock video or over an image, and connect with your audience that way. If you want to see how it's done, go and check my socials out because I do use that as a filler quite often for me. And tools like Descript and Canva make that so easy for us. Quote graphics that reflect you are another great way to engage with your audience facelessly. You can put out your quote, have a logo, have a brand, or just have your name on the bottom of it. If you look at my social, especially my Instagram, you'll see there's lots of quotes from me that are on a white background with black text and my logo on it that helps me be able to connect with my audience. Still got my brand message on there so they know it's from me, but it's faceless content, which means I didn't have to put the hair and the makeup together to be here to create content for you. And then the next one is the behind the scenes component of your workplace. And this also creates really good things to overlay things on. And the things that I'm talking about here are things like your workspace, post-it notes, your notebook, your morning walk, walking along with your feet. All of those sorts of things create really good faceless behind the scenes content that you can either use to overlay with text or you can just show off. And you know, one of the ways I tend to do it is I talk to my people about having multiple drinks personalities and sharing the number of drinks that are on my desk. So the key when we're creating faceless content is to make it feel human, make it feel intentional and not like we're hiding. So use your voice, show your workspace, bring something personalities to it. There is still a place for stock, but if you can show things that you're yourself, that connect with you, that will resonate with your audience, and that will create the engagement that you need with your faceless content. And trust me, I do a lot of face-to-face content, but the faceless content that I have breaks that up and gives my audience a different way to engage. That goes, I don't need to see her face again. I can jump in here and I can engage with this tip that she shared or something that is really simple along the way. And as I said, we have tools in our pocket now, like Canva, like Descript, that will allow us to be able to create this really good content. So your challenge from today, because we want you to actually get out there and do some of this faceless content, is to choose one of the methods that I've just mentioned. Go out there and post it. If you want to tag me in it, I'll happily come and celebrate with you along the way, because as an ideas, impact and marketing strategist, I love to teach you what I do, but I love even more to see it in action and implemented. And if you would like my help, you are welcome to come and explore our ideas, impact and marketing circle, my inner circle community, where I help business owners just like you learn what I do by teaching it to you. Until next time, if this video has helped you in any way, shape or form, please like, subscribe, comment or share. And when you've got posted your first piece of faceless content or your next piece from the tips from this video, tag me in it. I'd love to see it.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Talk with Linda Reed-Enever. Make sure you subscribe via your favourite podcast app so you don't miss the next great episode. You can find more ideas and inspiration at enevergroup.com.au.